have you. Let's see here. I might have to turn this up. There we go. Now it looks like we're live. We got Liberty versus the Bookworms. Game number 2 to end the regular season. Lot on the line here, especially for Liberty. This game is also, I believe, Cancer night. Stand up to Cancer for Liberty. Looks like we're gonna honor one of the Lancer moms.
Hockey fans, thanks for reaching out to the world arena. There's natural commentators and multiple investors. Tonight, hockey fans answer to the division in hockey at Liberty for years, and we are proud to support the American Cancer Society and the fight against cancer. Tonight, we are honoring two very special individuals that are contributing to Liberty hockey. We would like to ask people Greater and Christy McConaughey and families to come to sit around us.
Just stay there. No, just stay there. Don't move.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Sorry. Tell him to go.
Ethan Greer, number 23, led Liberty Hockey as a captain for 2 seasons. When he graduated in May of 2024, he was excited to start his next adventure. That spring and summer, he began suffering from severe headaches. It was discovered that he had a brain tumor. Scary folks, but he remained positive and outgoing. The tumor was mostly removed in December of 2024 as he began the recovery process. Recovery was set back with an infection. We're now in the hospital while waiting for the infection to go away. Pathology determined that the tumor was cancerous. Ethan underwent multiple procedures before finally being able to have most of the tumor removed in spring of 2025. That summer, he traveled to Boston where he underwent radiation treatments 5 days a week for much of the summer. He returned home in August where he has been thriving ever since. Tonight we are so proud of honoring his resilience to overcome with a positive attitude. Ethan is presented with this year's jersey for Captain Wayne Bolte. You never know when your world is going to change. When that seems to be an unusual and sudden pain in your knee, it turns into cancer diagnosis. Scary and suddenly, Christy McConaughey became reality for her in November 2025. After suffering with severe injury for weeks and then a fall that ended with a broken femur, Christy's world was suddenly turned upside down with a very rare and aggressive cancer diagnosis. Sarcoma is a very rare cancer that makes up to 1% of all the cancer diagnosis. Through testing, it was determined that the cancer was localized in her knee. Unfortunately, she was given where it was located in order to help ensure that her chances of recovery 3 years of undergoing surgery to have her leg amputated above the knee. Even then, Christy remained positive with a bright mindset ball. In January, she began the long road of undergoing aggressive chemotherapy treatments to ensure that no recurrence of cancer. Tonight, we honor Christy's amazing spirit, positive attitude, and enduring strength. She is presented with this year's jersey from her son, Riley McConaughey, JV defenseman, number 7. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together one more time for number 23, Ethan Brazier.
Alright, we'll let them finish up their pictures here. And we'll get started with warm-up. We got a good game tonight, where the Bookworms and Liberty battle for the league championship. The Liberty win or loss by 2 or less goals guarantees them the league title. The Bookworm win by 3 or more goals guarantees them the league title. So it should be interesting.
And now, it's here starting lineups. Starting at goal number 31 from Boston, New York. Number 7, Miller. Number 12, Number 21, Westman Marcus. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you pray for those who rise to their representations for the flag as we honor everyone with the pledge of our national anthem.
Play some hockey. Do the best we can from the angle we have here. Boston in net, you got Quinn, Easton, Josh, Harrison, and Crew to lead the game off. looking to avenge the loss from a couple days ago. Off tied up right at center, kicks back to Harrison. Harrison dumps it into the zone. Liberty looking to clear it. Held in by Easton. Liberty will have to retreat back behind their net. Up on the boards, it's out of the zone. Here they come with some speed. But Harrison's there to cut them off. So Harrison will send it back behind the net. Misses Josh's stick. Centering pass, no one home. Trying to clear, can't clear. Shot, save, Boston. Clear it out of there. Off the glass and into the zone. Speed by Quinn. And icing is called. Sorry, I forgot to start the clock here. Tied up. Carson can't clear it out of there. Comes back to Eli. Eli missed the shot. Save made by Boston. This cover. So a turnover in the dangerous part of the zone. Leads to a quick shot, but Boston was ready. Lane comes back. There's that Riker tries to get it out of the zone, can't clear it. Comes back towards Carson and Eli, or Antonio and Eli. Sorry. Back into the corner. Back line in that centering pass. Shot. Save made Boston. Puck's just still bouncing around our zone here. Towards the middle. Carson comes away with it. He's got it on the stick. He's going to skate with it. Pass, trying to get a pass over to Eli. A little bit behind him. Eli trying to clear the zone. Can't. Finally clears the zone. Carson, he's got a opportunity here. Good speed. Backhand save made by Carson. Good shot there by Carson. Carson just being held up. Being held like a little baby as he fell to the ground. Blast by Liberty, blocked up front by somebody, one of the big bodies up there. Harrison trying to clear the zone and does. Outlet pass, but Josh was ready for it. They're not going to allow the little cherry picker action like they did last game. Trying to get it out of there, can't. Turnover into the zone, down low, goes wide. Here comes Miles into the zone. Back behind the net. Kaiden trying to get there, can't reach it. Christian's back. Kaiden's going to go wide. Shot, save made. Rebound goes wide. Liberty out of the zone. It's good to have Christian back on the ice. Harrison can't clear it. Josh slash, but he still clears it out of there. And icing should be called. There it is. Off. Liberty has it out of the zone. They got speed. They're going to take it wide. Oh, offsides is called. Face off tied up. Liberty gets it into the zone. If it comes back to Eli, he'll clear it out of the zone. Liberty. Oh, no way. That was garbage. I think they touched it. Oh, whatever. Faceoff comes back to Antonio, can't clear it out of the zone. Boston, shot on net, clears it out to the side. Back behind the net, Harrison's coming over to help. Gets it away. Up the boards, off the boards, and out of the zone by Riker. Back, trying to get it into the zone was Liberty, but stolen by Riker, only to have it stolen back. Here comes Liberty into the zone. Harrison's there, Antonio. Back down into the corner. Harrison comes away with it. He'll go wide. Harrison's into the zone, up along the boards. Holding that bay, looking. Riker is wide open, but it comes to Josh. Shot, save made. Liberty with their patented cherry picker move, but Josh wasn't allowing that to happen. Comes back to Harrison. Trying to hit Riker on a pass. It goes wide. No icing. Christian with the big hit, but here comes Liberty. Shot. And off the glove and in. It goes over the bar, but if you catch it, you can hold on to it for another face-off, and you just happen to bounce off the glove and in. Here comes Liberty. They're out of the zone, into the zone. Shot, kicked inside by Boston. And cleared, still in the zone. There. Miles gets it out of the zone. Here comes Kaiden. Kaiden bouncing on, being held up on the boards. Kaiden comes away with it, looking. Still has it, trying to find somewhere to send it. Sends it back to Caleb. Caleb lost it as he hit the brakes. So Josh will have to reset. Josh off the boards, trying to get it back to Kaiden. Kaiden loses an edge. And Crew's going to go to the box. And a Crew just lost the player from the puck. Necessarily agree with it, but probably teach you to keep your head up in hockey. Well, they started the clock, but they need to. World Arena clock system. you don't hit set every time you push a button. Because they don't know how to run the clock, we'll just do it from 2 minutes from now. So at 9:06 you can come out unless they score. Let's hope they don't. Cross ice pass, wide open shot, kick save Boston. Oh, there's offsides. Good job. Good defense there. Who is that? Easton pushes them out of the zone. Face-off win by Liberty. Here comes Liberty into the zone with speed. Push wide. Looking for that pass. Back behind the net. Cross ice. And clear it out of there by Easton. Josh pushes him up against the board. Puck comes out. Josh going to take it back behind the net. Turns, tries to fire it out of there. Gets it out of the zone. Got enough on it. Here comes Liberty into the zone. Good defense there by the Bookworms. Liberty looking for that pass. Broken up. Trying to clear it. Can't clear it. Boston's going to push it to the corner. Josh off the boards. And still not out. Shot, one-timer, goes wide. Rebound, can't get to it. Shot, Boston. Save made. Shot, blocked. And goal. It's tipped by somebody and in. Power play goal. Coach is asking whether or not that was tipped by a high stick. They're going to ask the question. They didn't see anything because they probably weren't watching, but it definitely made a weird deflection. Comes Crew into the zone. Crew has the puck. Crew tied up. Harrison holds it in, dumps it back towards Crew. Crew loses the puck. Back on the net is Liberty, trying to get it out of there. There's the cherry picker all by himself. Offside, so he'll have to reset. So Harrison have to reset. So I know the time is off by a little bit, so we'll readjust the time. Crew has it. Crew's going to turn. Pushes it forward to Harrison. Harrison gets tripped up, but no call. Yeah, there it is. That's got to be on Liberty. He took the brunt of that trip, and it's got to be on him. It's not on Harrison. He's going to take the injury and the penalty. I don't know what we're talking about. Just if you can't go in the box, they got someone else in there. So it should be a bookworm or power play coming up. Push forward, Liberty trying to clear it, and they do. All the way down. Josh is coming to get to it. Here comes Quinn with the puck. And he's into the zone. Cross ice pass, comes out of the zone. Crew has to retreat. Crew has it. He's going to turn. Crew back behind the net. He'll just keep skating. He'll just outskate that one, take that slash. No call coming there. When you swing a stick like a baseball, that's a problem. Thrown into the zone. Here comes Kaiden. Clear it out of there. Boston's going to push it. Caleb up. Here comes Carson. He's got Kaiden. Carson trying to get a shot. Blocked. Cleared out. Trying to get it to Caleb. That should be icing, and there it is. Comes back to the corner. Christian has it up, overskates it, so Harrison has to go and get it. Harrison over to Caleb. Caleb up the ice. Hits Carson. Here comes Carson with speed. Carson's going to take it in. Tripped up. No call there either. Wow. Get out of the hooking if you. Bounces off the boards, back in front. Harrison has it. Harrison back behind the net. Liberty gets it. Penalty's over. Turnover. Carson with a shot off Riker's leg. Never made it to the net. And trying to get the outlet. There comes Harrison. Harrison's going to take it wide. Riker's right there. Trying to get the shot blocked. Cleared out of there. Should be icing. What? No, my gosh. They waved it off. He was in the middle of a change. Here comes Crew. Crew throws it towards the net. Can't get to it. Trying to hold it in his D-line, but here comes Liberty. 2-on-1 chance. Broken up by Josh, though. Josh gets it up to Easton. Easton off the boards, into the zone. Should be icing. Face-off tied up. Trying to clear it is Christian. Can't clear it. Liberty has it. Takedown there by Eli. Another big hit by Eli. Clears it out of there. Bouncing around. Miles and Kaiden trying to get over to it. Can't reach it. They'll go the other way. Josh has it. He'll turn. Fires it back to Miles. Miles looking. Trying to pass. Hits off Caleb's skates. It's into the zone. Out in the middle, wide open. Shot. Save made. Caleb back behind the net over to Harrison. Harrison up the boards to Antonio. Antonio trying to drop it back to Harrison. This is what happened the first game. Our passes were not clean at all. Riker trying to clear it, can't clear it. Back down low. Harrison's there, Caleb's there. Caleb along the boards. He's just going to turn, gets it out towards Carson. Carson clears the zone. Carson has it. Trying to clear, can't. Turnover into our zone, throwing at the net, blocks. Bookworm still looking to clear, can't clear it. Finally get it out of the zone, into the zone. Dumped into the zone. Harrison up along the boards. He's going to turn. He's going to try to go the other way with it. He's got Eli. Eli up towards Antonio. Antonio takes the hit but gets it out to Crew. Crew gets it into the zone. Takes on two Lancers at the same time. Riker's there. Riker pushes him up against the wall. Can't hold it in though. Here comes Liberty. One more time. Back our way. Shot and it goes sky high into the netting. Face-off win by Liberty. Liberty. Cross ice. Eli has it up to, gets it out to Crew. Crew. Can't hold on to that after that hit. Crew's there to push him out of the way. That should have been something. Eli wasn't even a part of the play. Takes a big hit for his efforts. That should be icing. There, we got Lauren. Comes back to Liberty. Liberty trying to get it out of the zone. There's the outlet pass stolen. Hit back into the zone, back behind the net. Comes off the boards right out in front, but Liberty was there. Here comes Liberty into the zone. Avoids the hit. Picks the puck up. Centers it. Boston just clears it back to the behind the net. Caleb trying to get to the puck. Harrison's there to help. Harrison, cross ice pass to Miles. Miles hits Kaiden. Kaiden gets it into the zone. Drops it back to Harrison. Harrison back down to Kaiden. Kaiden back to Harrison. Harrison trying to move across the blue line. Lost it. There's a steal. Shot save made. Boston. the boards. Josh back around towards Eli. Eli up towards Antonio. Antonio trying to get that centering pass just in that wrong area there. There's a steal though by Antonio. Gets trips up. Carson, shot goes high and wide. Antonio gets it out of there, back into the zone. Antonio, it's going to turn. Trying to get it over to Riker. Couldn't reach him. D11 in the midst of a change. Kaiden, he'll get the puck down in the zone. He's all by himself. D11 trying to change. Kaiden's trying to hold it there. Does momentarily. Easton comes. Kaiden. It's going to take a lot more than that to get him off his skates. Comes back to the corner. Crew has it. Crew back to Caleb. Caleb stops, hits the brakes. Shot, save made, goes wide. Harrison has it, final 15 seconds. Back to Crew, Crew. Over to Caleb, Caleb. Shot, save made. Off to Easton, back to Caleb. Caleb shot, block. Easton with the rebound, goal with less than a second. Makes it 2-1 now. Good effort there. Caleb with a shot. Easton with the rebound, goal. We just need the puck drop, and then we'll examine the ice. We'll be back for the second. There it is. Looks like we're about ready to start, or get ready to start this second period here. Bookworms trailing 2-1. You try to get some more opportunities on net here. And here come your bookworms. A lot of hockey to play. Let's put it together here. Face-off win comes back to Liberty. Good pressure and turnover there. Quinn, wide open shot. Save made. That's a good way to start your second period. Face-off comes push forward. Quinn trying to get there. Quinn tied up. Push aside. Josh trying to keep it in. Misses Crew's stick. There's a turnover though. Crew shot blocked. Back to neutral ice. Josh trying to send it, loses it. Gets it back, throws it over towards Quinn. Quinn can't keep it into the zone. Comes back to Josh. Josh, good pass. Easton gets it in. Back behind the net. Allows D11 to get a change. Trying to clear. It is cleared. Comes back to Antonio. Antonio throws it towards net. Save made. Took a weird bounce. Surprised the goalie had bounced like that. No icing. There. Okay, there we go. I was going to say, no icing. Why is he yelling that? Bookworm shot, block goes wide. Antonio trying to pass it back to Eli, just misses him. Eli trying to keep it out of the zone, can't. Back down in the zone. Shot, save made. Boston, another shot goes high. Eli gets the puck up to Riker. Riker, cross ice. Thrown in by Carson. Goalie will hold on. Face-off win over to Kiten. Kiten back behind the net. Centers it, shot, blocked and goes wide. Cleared out of there, it should be icing. There's the whistle. Good opportunity. It's going to connect to the stick. Face-off win. Bookworms. Josh trying to get the pass off. Lost it. Trying to hold on to it. Can't. Here comes Liberty. Shot. Save made. Boston. Rebound comes out. Miles tripped up by maybe his own teammate. Here comes Christian into the zone. Can't locate the puck. Christian back behind the net. Takes his hit there. Bounces off of it. Trying to center it. Stolen by Liberty. Harrison throws it back into the zone. Liberty, they're out of the zone, into ours, trying to get a shot, misses it. Comes back to Harrison. Harrison pushed through the boards, gets the puck out of the zone. Riker with the steal. Passes it back, Harrison. Harrison wide over to Josh. Josh couldn't locate it. Gets it back, 2-on-1. Shot off the post. They had two cherry pickers that time. Thrown back behind the net. Josh is there. Up the boards. Christian. Liberty still holds it in. Liberty on the boards looking. Pass towards the center. Broken up. Here comes Christian out of the zone. Lost it. Still in the zone. Poked out of there. There's a turnover. Easton turns, tripped up, no call. I don't understand that one. And the ref shaking his head like he, I don't know, ate something foul or something. I don't know. Easton had them all tripped up, and they just took him down with them. Easton shot, blocked. Easton shot, blocked again. Back to Harrison. Harrison blocked. Flipped out of the zone, should be icing. Face off tied up. Riker shot. Goalie was able to poke it away at the last second, but that looked like it had open space back there. Riker over to Antonio. Antonio off the boards towards Carson. Carson centering pass goes wide. Caleb throws it down low off of skate. Caleb can't hold it in. It's out of the zone. Liberty's going to get to it. Centering pass, good defense, and now they're going to call that against Carson. Oh my gosh, they're going to call that. I don't get that. They just freaking gang tackle our guys, but we get called for a slashing penalty. When they're swinging their sticks like baseball bats around here. There's a steal. Here comes Riker. Lost his edge, but gets it into the zone. Liberty out of their zone. Into ours. Push to the corner. Another delayed penalty on the Bookworms. This is ridiculous. It's that same ref against in the Pine Creek game who, I don't know what his deal is, but save made. Boston push to the corner. They're calling crew for a high stick. That's out of control. These guys need to be. So 5 on 3 for the next minute and 6 seconds. Kaiden trying to waste as much time as he can. Liberty. Shot, save made Boston. Back behind the net, comes into the corner. Out front, good job. Not allowing that stick to get to the puck. And they'll clear it for us, so. And there's the whistle. Here comes Liberty into the zone. 9 seconds left before we get one more skater. Big hit. And he's got to have to get his helmet back on. So 3 seconds till we get another skater. Face-off win, back to Liberty. Liberty dumps it in. Josh trying to get to it. Shot, save made Boston. Liberty trying to hold it in, can't. There's Riker with pressure. Liberty trying to get into the zone and they're in. Pass broken up, pushed wide. Back to the blue line. Good pressure by Carson. Shot and save made. Off a win by Liberty. Liberty trying to find somewhere to go with the puck. Good pressure there. Who's that? Kaiden. Making it very uncomfortable for him. Shot goes wide. Back door. Shot off the net. Or it hits post. Here we go, breakaway opportunity for Quinn. Couldn't quite settle the puck down. Easton, he'll drop it lower. Back to Easton. Easton hits the brakes, looking. Trying to get it over to Christian. No icing. Caleb runs into his own man for a turnover. Christian pushes him up against the boards. Centers it, broken up. Trying to clear it, can't clear. Shot goes wide, backside is wide open here. Liberty has it, throws it at net, close the door down by Caleb, and puck. Off. Comes back to, who's that, Josh? Josh lost it. Steal by Liberty. Liberty trying to get something. Facing a lot of sticks. Blocked. Throw it out of the zone. Allow Liberty a chance to reset. Bookworms trying to get to that puck. Riker does get it, but loses it. And offsides. Bookworms need a spark here. All right. Quinn back to Harrison. Harrison gets it into the zone. Liberty gets to it, looking to clear the zone. Harrison holds it in, but it bounced right to a Liberty player. And pass goes wide on the shot. The net comes off, so we'll have another face-off. Face-off win by Liberty. Blocked. Flipped out of the zone by Crew. Into our zone. Caleb's there trying to clear it. Crew, Caleb. Puck bouncing around. Clears it. Can't clear it still. Far side. Liberty. Caleb pushes it. Centers. Shot blocked. Good block there. Another shot blocked. Shot saved. Off win, back to Josh. Josh tied up on the boards. Christian trying to get it up to Kaiden, couldn't reach him. Miles trying to settle it. Miles comes away with it. Miles dumps it. Christian, Miles trying to chase it into the corner. Big hit there by Kaiden. Liberty's going to go the other way. Good pressure by Kaiden. Not let him get comfortable, but here comes Liberty out of the zone. Pass goes far and wide. Harrison's going to get to it. Harrison's going to tie him up. Here comes Miles, lost it. Face-off win back to Liberty. Centering pass, cleared aside by Eli. Shot, save made Boston. Face-off win again by Liberty. Shot, block, goes wide. Every time he touches the net, it keeps popping off. So they need to do something about it. Try to put some, let's see if that helps it. Face-off went back to Liberty again. We're losing our face-off, so that's a problem. That's what happened on Saturday as well. Shot, block, cleared out of there. It's a race. Here comes Quinn. Shot, save made. Would have been over the net anyway. But good effort there. Shot coming, goes wide. Quinn pushes him up against the board. Trying to hold him. Quinn loses his stick. Puck comes out. Good pressure there by Josh to hold it in momentarily, but clear it out of there. Should be icing. Nope. Oh, there it is. Wow, that was a gift. Something here. Face off, tied up. Kaiden throws it the other way. Liberty comes away with it, trying to outlet pass it. That should be icing again, and there it is. Face-off went back to Liberty. Liberty looking to clear it. Flips it up. Harrison pushes it wide. Cleared out of back behind the net over towards Miles. Miles trying to get to it. Can't reach it. Comes back to Harrison. Harrison across behind the net over to Josh. Josh. Pass broken up. Shot. Kicks saved by Boston. Miles gets back to it. Miles turns, throws it off the wall. Not hard enough to get it out of there. Back behind the net. Josh pushes him. Liberty. Back behind the net again. Centers it. Wide open. Couldn't hold it onto their stick. Throws it back towards the middle. Broken up and out of the zone. Liberty throws it back in. Josh couldn't get it up the boards. Centering pass broken up by Miles, trying to clear it. Miles gets it out of there. Here comes the chance for Kaiden. Kaiden, Miles, trying to work around each other. Kaiden comes away with it. Back behind the net, over towards Carson and Harrison. Harrison back down towards Carson. Shot goes wide. A little too far. Riker trying to get to it. Gets just out of the reach of Caleb. Eli. Kaiden tries to bump him. Shot. Goal. Awesome. Completely screened on that one. Faceoff comes into the zone. Good pressure there by Carson to hold on to it, trying to get it lower to Antonio. Antonio back around the net. Antonio back down to Caleb. Caleb trying to center it. Back the other way. Carson's going to get to it. Carson throws it off the side of the net. Carson with good hustle to get back to there. Antonio, Carson trying to throw it back at the net, stolen by a Liberty player. Riker. Big hit there. Trying to get the outlet pass, still can't clear it. Off the back of the net. Eli off the boards, trying to clear the zone, can't clear the zone. Backhand shot blocked. Here comes Crew. Crew is going to take it wide. Trying to center it. Couldn't get through the Lancer. Eli trying to get a shot, but couldn't get much on the stick. Wide open on the cherry picker. Save made, Boston. Another save made. And there's icing. Shot, save made, Boston. Josh trying to get that puck out of the zone. He does. Pass it over to Harrison. Harrison dumps it in. Back behind the net, you got Quinn Easton trying to get to it. Crew has it. Crew throws it back behind the net, passes it to himself, really. Crew with it, throw it down low, shot, save made. Wow, I can't believe he blew the whistle. That was a quick whistle when the goalie had no clue where that puck was. Up, pushed into the corner. Liberty gets to it first, trying to clear it. Crew's there, Kaiden's there. Kaiden. Passed it wide over to Josh. Josh down low. Riker couldn't pull the trigger. Riker being held. Finally. penalty on Liberty. Bookworms will go on a power play with 38 seconds left to go in the second. Trailing by 2. Face-off push forward just past Josh, so Josh will have to reset. So he'll take it, get back with it. Back over to Crew. Crew's into the zone. Crew trying to center it. Gets to the Easton. Easton. Shot, save. Easton holds it in. Lost it when he was trying to look for where to go with it. Josh has it. Lots of pressure on him. 4 seconds. So we'll be back for the third period here. Once again, Bookworms have a lot of work to do. They're not generating any offense right now. There we go. Looks like we're back. Third period coming up. Bookworms need to get to work now. We need to limit the opportunities here in the third and start shooting more. They didn't have hardly any shots that period. Hard to win games when you can't shoot, when you don't shoot. And here come the Bookworms. On the power play for the Bookworms. Let's do some work now. Puck tied up in the neutral ice. Comes over to Kaiden. He's going to flip it into the zone. Goalie's going to try to play it. Can't hold it still. Almost cleared out of there, but Easton was there. Kick save it. But it's finally cleared out. Boston's going to hold it. Throw it back behind the net. Here comes Josh. Going to take it right up the middle. He's got Crew streaking down the right side. Crew trying to get a shot. The wet ice there allowed the puck to stick. Back to Easton. Easton looking. Shot on net. Blocked. Kick to the boards. Quinn has it. Quinn trying to get it down low. Hits an official in the skate. Comes back to Crew. Crew back to Josh. Josh on the blue line looking. Shot. Save. And I think they're calling Kaiden for something because the whistle blew and he pushed the kid into the player. I'm not sure. Or into the goalie. They were tied up, but so we'll go to 4-on-4 for oh, they're calling both of them. So it shouldn't, those are offsetting penalties. Should just be 5-on-4 still. So offsetting penalties should be a 5-on-4. But we'll see. We'll let the officials sort it out. So it should still be a power play opportunity for the Bookworm for 26 seconds. There we go. Now we got it all worked out here. So still a power play to 26 seconds for the Bookworms. Kaiden and a Liberty player. Both offsetting penalties for roughing. Kaiden won the battle because he just threw the kid into the goalie, but both will sit down for 2 minutes. That's a hook. Come on. And then he just shakes his head. Shot, save made. Clear it out of there. So 5-on-5. Outlet pass to Crew, a little too far in front of him. Back to Riker. Riker's going to turn. Pass it over. Couldn't hold it on Carson's stick. Carson comes away with it. Tries to dance around. Couldn't. Back to Antonio. Antonio trying to hold it into the zone. Can't. Here comes Liberty. Shot. Save made. Liberty with a face-off win. Crew hit, shot, goes wide. Win, gets it out of there. Should be icing though. So no icing. Wow. Trying to center it. Quinn centers it. Shot. Save made. Not much on him, and no one was down there to help. Face-off win by Liberty. Liberty trying to clear it. They do. Comes back to Harrison. Harrison back behind the net. He'll let the brakes go the other way. Trying to push it. There's a steal. Shot. Save made Boston. There's a steal by Harrison. Harrison gets it out of the zone at least. Thrown in. Kicks saved by, or paddle saved by Boston, sorry. Up the boards to Riker. Riker trying to hit Antonio. Antonio overskates it. Back to Antonio. It's like the puck's allergic to our sticks right now. Harrison. Harrison cross ice towards Riker. Riker to Antonio. Antonio tied up. Kicks it out of the zone. There's Liberty, comes away with it. Centering pass, broken up. Liberty still has it though. Shot, save made. A lot more chances than we are right now. Not a bookworms team we've seen all season. Puck goes across the front of the net. Clear it out of there. Good job by Quinn. There you go, being physical. Here comes Crew. Poked away from him. Here comes Liberty. Eli back behind him, trying to get it back to Quinn and Crew. Comes out. There's a 2-on-0 or a 2-on-1 here. Cross ice, right behind him. Throws it back. Pass was off the mark, but had the chance there. Thrown in, kicked wide by Boston. Here comes Josh. He's going to look up. He's got Kaiden. Kaiden loses it. Josh is there to help him. Josh trying to throw it down. Liberty. Can't get past Josh on that one. Josh will finally send it in. Kyden's coming. Over towards Christian. Christian can't hold him, but Caleb does. Kyden ties him up. Trying to use that big frame. Holds it down there. Caleb makes a move. Good move. Shot coming. Blocked. We got a penalty on somebody. So Liberty goes to the box for roughing. Another power play opportunity here. Face off tied up. Carson working hard to try to get that settled down. Can't hold it in. Caleb has it over to Christian. Christian back to Harrison and offsides. Face-off win comes back to Caleb. Caleb's going to turn. Pass it over to Christian. Christian. Oh, turnover shot. Save made. Boston. Man, we're just not doing well with our passes at all. Here comes Harrison. Too many costly turnovers. Crew shot. Bow tie over the net. Crew has it. Crew. Shot goes wide. 2-on-1 now. Liberty poked away by Josh. Here comes Josh. Josh gets around one. Twists it around here. Throws it back towards Crew. That's Quinn. Quinn, one-timer, goes wide. Easton trying to get to it. Easton with a big hit. Easton trying to keep it into the zone. Comes away with it. Gets back down to the corner. Easton back behind the net. He's got Quinn. Quinn to Crew. Crew trying to get it lower. Couldn't hit Kyden. Kyden comes away with it. Josh has it now. Josh shot, save made. So 14 seconds to go on the power play. Liberty with the face-off win. Try to send it wide. Liberty gets it out of there, paid for his efforts, and Boston will just hold on to it with 2 seconds on the power play. The shot goes wide, deflected. Liberty with the puck. Their penalty's over. Back to even strength. Liberty shot. Save made. Boston cleared out of there. Not really. Shot goes wide. Getting out hustled and outworked right now. We gotta figure it out. That's gonna be icing. Well, could just keep it right back down here. bouncing around. Kaiden gets to it, trying to clear it out of the zone. Does clear it out of the zone. And the Miles working together. Josh trying to get it over to Miles. Miles has it. Miles hits the brakes. Kaiden's right there. Miles and Kaiden lose it. Here comes Liberty again. Cross ice pass. Eli's there. Pushes him off the puck. Loses an edge. Goes hard into the boards. Centering pass. Broken up. Shot. Blocked. Miles trying to clear it and does. Josh has the puck back behind the net. Pushes it forward. Quinn takes a hit for his effort. Turnover. There's a hit by Christian. Here comes Quinn trying to get the break out here. Easton can't settle it to the puck, or can't settle it to the stick. Thrown in off the side of the net. Eli off the boards, too far in front. Shot goes wide. Shot blocked by Crew. Crew trying to get there. Can't hold the puck. Goes back behind the net. Out of the reach of the Bookworms. Easton can't clear it either. Liberty. Shot, save made. Blocker save by Boston. Cleared out of there, and there's the icing. Dominated right now by in puck possession and shots and goals. Face-off win by Liberty. Liberty shots and wide. Good block by Antonio to push it to the far side. Another shot, another save. Here comes Riker. Riker pushes it forward. It's into the zone. Antonio and Riker can't get to it. Liberty. Caleb. He'll throw it the other way. Allow some changes to be made. And Caleb's going to go to the box. Pretty sure. That's a tough one because he was falling and Caleb was trying to push him against the boards and whatever. So cross-checking on Caleb. Zone. Liberty with it. Shot blocked by a Liberty player. Cleared out of their zone. Good pressure by Riker, making the goalie have to cover. So we'll have a face-off down in the offensive zone. Good steal there by Crew. Just trying to Crew not allowing them to set anything up right now. So cross ice pass by Liberty, broken up by Crew again. Thrown in. And there's the whistle. sure what the whistle was for, but we'll redo it. Send back the other way. Here comes Liberty. Kaiden stands in the way. Throws it off the boards. Riker gets to a first. Shot. Save made. So 43 seconds to go on the penalty kill. Face-off push forward, the goalie will just cover it. Do it again. Face-off, back behind the net. Here comes Liberty. Good job by Quinn, making them change directions. Christian pushes them wide. Shot. Boston will just grab it. Face-off win, back to Liberty. Easton with the pressure. Eli trying to clear it and does. That should end the penalty. Back to even strength. There, oh, he was about to call that tripping, and he didn't. His hand went halfway up. So we catch a break on that one. Oh, there's a steal. He had Easton going too, just couldn't reach him off the post. Shot wide. Crew has it. Crew trying to get the pass. At least clears it out of the zone. Liberty back into the zone. Over to Josh into the corner. Josh has it. Moves it up. Outlet. Here comes Crew. Fights through the stick check. Crew trying to get the shot. Gets blocked. And here comes Liberty. Shot goes wide. Caleb pushes it back to Crew. Crew up to Easton, too far in front of him. And that hit netting. Face-off tied up by the official. Kaiden passes it back to Caleb, trying to get it to Caleb. Boston hits it back behind the net. Harrison has it. Harrison's going to turn, bring it up. Harrison throws it in. Doesn't make the bounce he was hoping for. Here comes Liberty. Harrison shuts that down. Kaiden lost it. Back over to Harrison. Harrison to Caleb. Caleb back to Christian. Christian trying to pull it back. Lost it. Caleb keeps it in. Trying to send it the other way. Kaiden's all over him. Back out of the zone. Harrison gets it into the zone. We're playing like we have a lead right now. That's how we're playing. No urgency on the Harrison with a big hit. Josh takes a big hit. Not sure who's on. Slashing, another slashing call. Jesus. So we're going to have to play catch up with the man down. Face-off win by Liberty. Shot goes wide. Couldn't get all of it. So Carson again for slashing. They're really watching that slash on Carson. Shot goes wide. Just off the mark. Easton clears it out of there. Easton. Offsides was called. Puck pushed forward by Crew. Crew gets it into the zone. Crew has it. Crew trying to battle through. Here comes Liberty. Trying to get the shot. Caleb up towards Riker. Riker trying to hit Crew. Can't hit him. We're going to pull Boston because what does it matter? Throws it in, goes to the other side. Caleb. Shot. And that will be it. So we'll see what happens from here.